Yeah, but you know.
So I guess people are on the road fighting the elements today. Huh? Oh, really? I heard that from somebody. What? Oh yeah, they didn't want to park. They didn't want to find the street parking, so they're paying for parking today, something like that. There have been people that have done the whole program without ever buying a permit. Right? It's not a point of pride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's totally please. Anytime you notice something pronounced in the wrong way, just point it out. I like that.
Okay.
How we get
I probably just misheard you there. But
no, I have the same deal with my students. Whenever you notice something, just
where's my course? There we are.
Yeah, I used to do model U at my old school.
no, they're not.
Okay.
Mr. Brother.
Who is that? Oh. Yeah, you're looking very clean cut today. Well, what inspired the new look?
Nephew, he's a 4-month-old baby, and he was afraid of me. So we all had homicide wives. It came up, well, maybe he's afraid of your beard. You're the second man he's ever met. His father doesn't have a beard, he might be afraid of your beard. So I tested it out, shaved the beard on Friday.
Yeah, what was the reaction?
The baby wasn't scared of me yesterday.
Oh, well,
He
look
was
at you
afraid of my
go.
beard.
That's so funny. Well, you break him in slowly.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna go back and he's gonna slowly see it evolve and maybe he'll not be afraid of it.
Excellent.
That's the only thing he's ever afraid of.
So what did y'all do last week?
Relative to your in general.
Yeah, not being here.
I watched the PowerPoint, listened to you.
Did that work?
I did not get
Somebody emailed me that the audio wasn't working for me.
I watched it. I mean,
it was me.
I looked at it, but I couldn't get the audio. Yeah.
You couldn't get the audio either.
No, I have to download it on my PC.
That was it. But I kept putting it on the speaker.
No. I have to download it on my PC.
I looked at the flu last week and I'm still getting over it. Like, I don't feel bad, I'm just tired.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't listen to it all the way through.
There's a lot of
I tried it and the audio was there and I was like, okay, we're fine.
I couldn't get it.
Sometimes it's good and turn the slide. You just have to advance it manually, and then the audio will come back fine. I have all of it all the
On
time.
each other, like.
Interesting. All right. New technology. Don't always work like you hope. All right.
We live together, you like, the rest of you need to go home to sleep, because we can't afford to do all things. Yeah.
All right. Maybe I'll quiz y'all on this then.
On your quiz?
On the slide. That's too much work. I just do a quick rate. That's easier.
Turn Paul here, right?
Is it working?
We wrote about soccer teacher. I think Play-Doh made up that.
There was no Socrates. There was only Plato. I think people have speculated that.
Yeah, no one Play-Doh.
The Socrates sounds so cool. I mean,
Yeah, but that's also
is there any actually evidence for that among scholars of the matter?
no evidence that exists other than him.
It's not been wrong.
I am not an expert.
So,
I will plead ignorance.
No audio.
yeah, I know.
Well,
He said you got to download it.
Even after download.
Well, then, okay, you got
Did you use a Mac?
That's weird.
I only have a Mac,
You
so.
need to use
That would be a
Which
problem.
is weird because I have Microsoft.
Oh, you think it only works on the PC?
it. Works on my
It could be because I did it on the PC.
This is your recording?
Yeah.
It shouldn't make a difference because.
No, I recorded it on the Mac. No, wait a minute, I did it at work.
Microsoft PowerPoint, it doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
It could be on like.
Shouldn't matter.
If Microsoft made.
And then I put it up in the box thing, which I haven't used very much. Do you guys use the
Yeah,
box?
it doesn't work out bad.
What box?
Well, you can.
So it's not Dropbox, it's called Box.
Box.net.
You get it through CSUN.
I didn't use it
Well,
yet.
that's right.
I sent you the link. It was a link to the box. It was posted in Box.
I downloaded the.
All right, well, sorry that didn't work for you guys. Hopefully you got something on the slides anyway.
But it did work for
The
me.
slides were, if anything, encyclopedic.
That's terrible.
Just used to ready.
Yeah.
Oh, curvilinear.
You gotta, I had to put Berkeley in there, right? Barkley, I think you're supposed to call it Barkley. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, smart.
Just get mispronounced.
Here's how the presentation thing, right?
I actually got here early.
I feel like I got, yeah, early, quicker here with the rain. I was like, oh, she's on the road.
I had an umbrella, but I didn't want to use it. I walked through the.
I don't know where to put my umbrella.
I use my umbrella to get
Yeah,
I keep one in my car, one in my classroom, one near my
It's really good. I was like,
Yeah, I get free.
summer when I went to Europe, I was like, it's gonna rain. It's raining.
And you gotta remember to put it back, it's the hard part.
That's right.
You gotta make sure
It
you put
usually
it
rains in Korea.
Everybody's heard of Pavlov, right? What do you know about Pavlov?
His Pavlov dog, he trained dogs to salivate after ringing a bell.
Did we ever watch the Skinner thing?
Yes, with the crib.
Black and white.
Yeah, the old black and white.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, but that's not, that one doesn't have the
No,
pigeons on it though, right?
no, we didn't have to.
Yeah, we didn't keep it in class.
Yeah. Yeah, I have it on DVD, but we don't have a single computer that plays DVD anymore.
Anyone here?
Mine does.
Does it?
Plug it in.
Let me see.
Like, it's a cool computer. I have my computer named after
I put it on a flash drive.
That's cool.
Yeah, my DVD player on the Mac.
So, yeah.
Mine's the first MacBook Pro I think I ever did.
I don't have one.
What kind of a Mac is that?
That's an old MacBook Pro.
I think the new MacBook Pro still like that.
Yeah.
You get the same one.
I actually have a big, because I have my own computer is an computer, and I actually have it, I have the DVD player that you can
Text the
They're like
president.
Yeah, can we see if this plays on your?
Unless I put it somewhere else. That's a bad thing, and I don't know where that DVD went.
You were assuming it was that.
Yeah. Alright,
Alright.
come in there.
Oh, all right. Let's
Oh, yeah, I know.
give me a sense of where you're at. I put a couple questions on this quick write. So if you could open up the quick write. And just, let's see where we were. February 27th. So it's this one.
See if we can make a video.
Her computer's cut up into this.
Two things.
Okay.
Oh,
Link at the very top.
Yeah. So go to the course page. This one, right?
Okay.
Moodle.csun.edu, and if you go to this one right here, it says quick write link.
Chain. Here it is.
Yeah.
So it's quick.
Hello.
Really need to clear up my,
Yeah.
See the top, there's the top one,
That would be good.
keep on on like. This flat all over. Right there.
All right. Cool. All right. Let's do that later.
Okay.
We'll watch the fantastic video, even though the audio thing.
We need audio pigeons.
No, that one doesn't have the pigeons on it. Yeah, no, but just seeing him and how he works with the pigeons is kind of wacky. He was such a master of pigeon training.
Yeah, I'm really tired.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah.
Would you rather have long arms?
Long arms. You can reach anything or tickle them.
Where not only can we dream about a better way of life, but we can make specific proposals. And that's where my own work comes in. I've been for 35 years concerned with behavior.
There you go.
He could train them to do all sorts of things. He trains pigeons to play ping pong.
So this was the step. You'd have this little thing here that would have
You could also play.
you drop food into this little thing, and you have it all wired up with these things, so that if you pecked it, it would drop a thing, and so it would be automatic. They'd run the pigeons for hours on this thing, so they got really good at it because it was all automated.
At the start of the project.
That gives you the idea a little bit. Anyway,
That families they live with closely.
all right. But anyway, so the pigeon. So yeah, that was Skinner and his crazy pigeons. I'll find the video at some point. It shows how he actually trains the pigeons, and it just takes like 2 minutes. Cool. All right. So something surprising that people found in the chapter 1, since we didn't get to talk about that, or in the slides, which most people couldn't hear the narration on. I gather. You could hear some of it. Okay.
At the end, where I want to go back and rewatch the slide.
Here. All right. Well, I mean, there's so many other ways to do that I don't need to try that again. Yeah. Oh, fish is fish. The actual book was out of print for a while, but now it is back by popular demand of education students everywhere. So. Cool. All right. I was gonna try and do one of those checkerboard things. Oh well, if you didn't get to hear the audio, then you don't know the trick.
Yeah, I was there. I could do that.
Oh, we could do that. All right, let's do that.
Because I thought they were doing with the three slides that had that. I was like, what is that? Take that.
All right. So, did you like these things?
Yes.
Those are always fun. All right.
What get the one right? I see a woman.
The saxophone. Someday you'll see it.
I see her.
Her hairline.
Yeah, there it is. It kind of looks like he's spinning something out.
It's a weird eye thing going on.
Oh my gosh.
What does gestalt mean? What's the sort of...
Your brain sees what it's trained to see. Like in the middle, you look and you see faces, whereas the actual figure is probably a chandelier. So you're just trained to see images. Or like the one on the left, you see a square, whereas there's no square, it's just a shape.
Do you have to be trained to see this? What do you think?
I think Gestalt is the idea of taking something in its totality all at once. And then where that goes, go a lot of places. Like if you look at a picture, you go, boom, you just glance at it, take it in its totality. Then after the fact, you can say, oh, it's a face, it's faces, and stuff. But it's this notion of totality.
So, yeah, and there's a phrase that if I get this right, that the sum is the whole is more than the sum of the parts. Have you heard this?
Yes.
Right, so that's supposed to go with Gestalt. So it's not just the totality, it's not just the parts, it's that when it's all together, you get something even more than the parts, right? So like that one on the left side there's no square, right? But you see a square, there's no square, right?
Your brain puts in the
Your brain puts that square there because you can see, you recognize that shape as a square, even though there's not an actual square, right? So,
You're right.
Hold on,
Write it down.
yeah, your brain is constantly sort of actively looking. So when you're looking at things, you're not just taking information. You're not like a camera. You're not just taking a picture of things. You're interpreting what's there. And so you interpret that and say, there's a square there. Right? A camera would never say that's a square.
Would that also be linked to how advertising and subliminal messages are? They sort of give you a short clue and your brain fills in the blanks for what you're used to.
Right. Yeah, you can use innuendo. You don't have to say anything. You just like, well,
Politicians
into
would
it,
do that.
then people will fill in the blanks, right?
Like politicians
Donald
would
Trump
start a
does
line
that.
and jump, like they would say something and then change, and then your brain fills in the rest of the message, depending on what you want.
Exactly. And yeah, so why do you think we do that?
well,
You're right. We're trying to determine what's going on around us. Our brain's trying to find patterns we see, and we square constantly. And 90-degree angle is trying to put that all together to make sense of it. And if we don't see a square there, what the hell is that?
Right, yeah, so it's meaningless unless you put some sort of pattern.
I barely saw the saxophone guy, because the saxophone guy on the right kind of looks like clip art in that sense. Whereas the silhouette of the woman looks like an actual person's face. I noticed that instantly.
Yeah.
I don't look for clip art. I don't look for clip art in the real world. So I didn't see that right away.
So you're saying it helps us sort of get around. This ability to do things, but doesn't it get us in trouble if we're looking for things and we see things that are not necessarily there?
Well, it can be fake. That's what evolution comes in.
You know,
It works most of the time. It doesn't work well where
right. There's this great field of psychology called evolutionary psychology, and I should have studied this in college because that would be a great evolutionary psychologist. Basically, you just get to like sort of guess at why things are the way they are, and you get to make up these stories. Like imagine you're in the jungle and you hear a noise. Right? You have to be able to construct a mental image of what made that noise, so you can decide if you need to run away or attack. Right. So this is what the evolutionary psychologists get to do all the time. They get to sort of make up these stories about why people are the way they are. Very fun field. But fortunately, you can't test anything, so it's great. So you can never be wrong. But you can imagine, you get information all the time. You can't know everything that's going on around you. You have to sort of improvise a little bit. Your brain takes shortcuts. Your brain fills in the missing pieces, right? Everybody knows that there's a part of your eye that doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
There's this optic nerve right in the middle of your retina, and you can't take any information in that. And so there's really a big blank spot in front of you that you can't see. But because you have two eyes, your brain just sort of adjusts.
Well,
You can realize
that when you have one eye, you can't have it.
you don't really even see it. You have to stare for a very long time.
If I look at here, I can't see mine.
Yeah. And so your brain is just really good at filling in blank spaces and filling in missing information and making everything seem so normal and natural. When really we're just getting bits and pieces of what we need to know, right? So we can fill it all in. That's this idea of Gestalt, right? And so people. This one's always exciting. I don't want to take too much time with this because some people already got to listen to the whole thing. Let's get on to what we're talking about this week. You know what? This is a different version of the slides, isn't it?
Yeah, it's different from what we had.
Because I added some slides and then I did the narration on the old version. Oh, that's interesting. All right, so that's cool. So in talking about the artificial intelligence, so one of the people that did really interesting idea stuff was this guy John Anderson, and he actually is important for education technology as well. He had this idea that that your brain has all these nodes. I don't know if it was his idea, but he popularized this idea that the idea is that your brain's got, it's kind of like a concept map. So you've got all these sort of nodes, and they're all connected to a bunch of other things. And when you think of something, that node is activated, right? And it might then, and so then think of like this sort of voltage on this wire, and all the wires going out from it get the voltage, and so they start activating, and then the other wires get activated. And so this idea that you spread your sort of your attention. So I think of I think of what I ate for lunch, and then that reminds me of talking to somebody when I had lunch last week, and then it reminds me of this homework that I was supposed to do. And so you have this whole sort of stream of consciousness that comes out of this idea that these connections sort of spread, and things kind of pop up into your consciousness when they reach a certain level of voltage or activation, I guess you would call it. And that's kind of this idea of how the brain and memory might work. A lot of people, there's a lot of holes in this, and a lot of people don't question about it. Anderson also had this other idea that pretty much everything in your brain was kind of you have a condition, and then you have an action, right? So the condition is teacher asks you a question, and the action is to stall until you can remember what the answer is. Or that you have a problem, and so therefore you look in the book to find a solution. And that we have this sort of condition-action pairs all the time. And so he sort of built up this whole kind of model about artificial intelligence, and he created computer programs that kind of mimic this kind of thing. And then, so he had a famous computer program called ACT, and then he had a variation on that was called ACT-STAR. And so if you might read something about ACT-STAR. But one of the things he did is he took this idea about how thinking works, and he says, well, we can use this to figure out what students are thinking. So what we'll do is we'll just create a model of the student based on the mistakes that they made. And they decided to build this into a piece of software that would help kids learn. And the first thing they did was geometry, and then they did algebra. And now that converted into something we now know as Carnegie. How many people know Carnegie math? Okay, those of you who are math teachers might be familiar with Carnegie. So that all is sort of comes out of this guy Anderson and his theories about how the brain works, and then trying to put that into a computer program that would help kids learn and create what they call an intelligent tutor. So the Carnegie system is supposed to be an intelligent tutor because it's based on the theory about how the brain works. Anyway, this is mostly trivia at this point. You don't need to know any of this stuff.
That's why there.
Oh well, this stuff is much more important.
Well, it's all in one place, and you go, oh, okay. Oh.
How many people knew about constructivism before? Good. How many people knew about metacognition before? All right, good. How about expert novice? Have you heard that before? You read the chapter and all that? Good. Transfer? Well, no, we've done transfer, maybe. Social constructivism? People have all heard about Vygotsky at some point or another, I'm sure. Sense making, we talked about mental models. How about constructionism? Did you read about constructionism a little bit? That's more rare, although it's out there. Some people are really excited about that. Let's take a look at this part. All right, how many people already did this? We're able to hear the audio on this part, so you already know the trick. I didn't do the whole thing, but I remembered how it works. All right, so the question is, can you memorize these three things if I give you 10 seconds?
Huh.
What? Can you memorize those three tic-tac-toe boards in 10 seconds? Starting now. Don't write anything in it. Starting now. Yeah, I can make a sense of it. I get one. I get one.
I had 15 seconds. I'd convert them to binary, and then.
But it's only other
So that was 10 seconds. You want to write it down? See if you can get it? Let's see. Do I have any paper down here? I got plenty of pencils. I don't think I have enough paper.
You do need to pick it up. You sure it's something? I don't know. Right. Then you get the bottom one.
I get the top one.
You might be able to see that in that little small thing over there.
Nah, we don't.
Not really.
We don't roll that way.
Wow.
That's not how we roll. Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, I got one baby. Get rid of that. One more second.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Oh, I remember the first one.
And those of you who heard the audio, you got the same color.
And then the first one, yeah, the first one.
Alright. Alright, so are we ready to check our answers? Those of you who wrote something down? Yep. Alright, so here's the answers.
That's the one.
XXO, XOX, XO. Alright. Bottom one. You got bottom one? Just the whole thing all 9 on the bottom? I got to convert it the other way around.
Oh, really?
Who got them all?
Nope.
Good. 2 or 3, good. What was your trick?
The middle one's a pattern.
Uh-huh.
And the top one's basically a pattern with something in the middle.
That's a middle one, okay.
Where's my,
0x, 0, 0x.
Oh, that's good.
Alright, so first of all, what's the first thing that you need to know? You don't need to know both the O's and the X's.
This is true.
You really need one or the other,
Minor.
right? So you remember where the X's are, and that's all you need. Everything else is O's. Right? So, and then you can look for a pattern. So is there a pattern up here?
Yeah.
So you got all these X's here, so that's easy, and then you just got 2. So you can see a sort of a little, sort of like an R shape or something there, maybe. Alright. I don't know what this is. This one's, you got tic-tac-toe, right? So if you're playing tic-tac-toe, you say, oh, they have a winner. Right, so you can look at things that way. Here's the one. So you develop a couple strategies, right? And then you think you could do better?
Yes.
Do you? Yeah. Okay, pencil pen.
Oh.
Well, I wasn't going to make it easy on you, was I? Alright, I'll give you 20 seconds.
Now, 2 of us work together, we can remember more than
So that'll,
Yeah, it's easy to play. I do.
we have to tell you right there. Wait a second. 4, 3, 2. Alright, see if you can write them down. How many did you get? Now that we know some tricks for how to do it, you're more an expert. Now, I think I gave it away.
What, looking for
Or
one?
maybe not. Maybe we're not more.
You have a little more rotation.
No, I didn't like that. That's right when I recognized it, give it away. That's good thing. There's another trick to it. Oh, there's right. Gee.
I bet we can get half as many tricks as our big one.
Maybe just so you see which ones were a winner.
Yes, that's fine.
You already have sort of like some of them correctly.
Okay.
All right. Did people write down as much as they could? I want to make sure everybody has time. All right. Well, so check and see if how you did on that. I think probably you can recognize that if I let you do this maybe 5 or 6 times, you can get pretty good at it. That and it's something you can really train your brain to do, especially if you have some strategies. So, how many words do you want us to write? How many we remember? That was the idea.
Oh.
Anyway, Yeah, once you develop a strategy, either rotation becomes a bottom.
So this is an example of expert and sort of novice thinking. So the first time you see something, you're a novice and you don't really have any sense of what to do and how to do it. And then if you have some strategies, if you have some ideas about what to expect, then it can become easy. Did anybody get all sick? Yeah, you have to really focus on it. We'd have to talk more about strategy and practice more. But you can do it. So what does that mean in terms of experts and novices? So I had some questions on the quick write. For those of you who came in late, we started with a quick write. So what do the experts do? Oh yeah, we start with the have. What do experts have? The novices do not have. What's the other half of that question?
They agree with the store as well. The strategy is the store and the save information.
It's talking to history, yeah.
Ability to recognize patterns.
Yeah.
So they don't have to remember so much.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the fundamental, 7 plus or minus 2.
Mm-hmm.
7 plus minus 2.
5 or 9.
Doesn't have my students.
Just in general. So what do we learn about experts and novices? Right. So the experts, if you had an expert in memorizing tic-tac-toe words, what would we expect that expert would do? Yeah, they know a lot of patterns, right? They'd just be able to sort of immediately say, oh, that's that pattern. Right?
Patterns already make sense.
Right, yeah, so, and in chess it's easy because you've got the position of the pieces is important, right? You know, there's you know, someone is protecting somebody, somebody's threatening somebody, and so there's these relationships that you can get in the chessboard. Right, so you'd have to figure out something like that for a tic-tac-toe board that would help you chunk it.
Yeah, because I don't think they can memorize all of that.
Yeah, and also knowing what's possible, right? That enables an expert to really sort of figure out how to easily figure out what category something's going to be in. Some people mentioned categorization. That's a key thing that experts have. The experts have this knowledge that's all not only expansive knowledge, but all organized. So that when they learn a new thing, it fits in really easily into the stuff they already know. Sure.
Stuff like that, they
Calvin to write their patterns off patterns, but that's not true, because you know that the number of X's and O's are, for example.
well, connected.
But
You know, they couldn't even count without equal.
Wait, there's 9. It can't be equal.
Yeah,
Never equal.
they're always one less than the other.
I know.
It was a good guess, though. Are their brains faster? It seems like it. I was trying to find one of those a good clip from Good Will Hunting. I always get irritated, like when they show like genius people in TV. It's like, oh, everything's super easy, and they just know everything. They can just think stuff. And it's like that's not what genius people are like. They're genius in some area where they really have all this knowledge. They don't just know everything. Maybe there are some people like that. I have no clue. Right, yeah, Good Will Hunting, he knew it all, right? Yeah, them apples, right? How about them apples? Yeah. But yeah, so the experts, it's not really quite as exciting as that. They really have to work hard and develop this knowledge base, and then they can kind of look really cool because they can figure things out really fast. But that's after all that hard work, which they never show you on TV.
But there's a presumption that if you observe somebody's performance and have no knowledge of how they got to that point, it might be that they're experts. It might be that they really are smart. Or have some, facility in the case of the video thing. Some people apparently can memorize, like images, photograph camera. If that's true, then that isn't because the person's an expert. not a high priority, what technique is that using?
Let's talk about a couple of those things. Photographic memory. What is that? Give good recall for visual information. Helpful. Does that make you a genius? There are those weird people that remember everything. Have you heard of this? Like it was like a 60-minute thing a couple years ago. Yeah, that just sounds crazy. I can't even imagine that.
We got it, it's actually selective, but it's really.
Oh, yeah, quite good.
I remember what I told yesterday, and I remember something from 10 years ago.
He's checking your acting, right?
But the thing was that those people, they weren't doing things that were really incredible. It was like they just had very normal lives. Even though they could remember everything they'd ever seen or heard, it didn't really help. So photographic memory, I think, is probably cool, but I don't know that it gets you all that much. Right, what does it mean to be smart?
Right.
I get it. Intelligence. What is that?
Curiosity.
Curiosity? Okay.
Score on the SAT.
What is an IQ test? How many people have taken an IQ test at some point or another?
What are those internet? Yeah.
I heard it too, I know.
And if your IQ is 90, what does that mean?
Social learner.
Bad. And if you're 120, you're like, woohoo! Well, what does that mean?
It means you're halfway to being able to go to medical school.
Is is your brain running on a better chip than other people's brain? I mean, what's going on there?
Well, it's kind of like your mental age and have to be mental age and your physical age, and like, it's kind of your capacity over not necessarily your knowledge and thing, because my IQ was a lot higher when I was 13 than it was a few years ago.
Oh, yeah, that's helpful for you.
Like, when I was 13, I was doing really poorly at school, and my mom took me to an educational psychiatrist to figure out what's wrong with me, because there had to be something wrong with me. I couldn't just be lazy. I was just lazy, because I had to, like, crazy off the charts. And then, a few years back, I went to talk to a psychiatrist, trying to figure out the best way to deal with all the other issues in my life. And he was like, hey, let's do this again, because it'd be good to know. And I'm still high, but not like way kind of like I was. So it's not so much the information I have. I have a ton more information than I did 17 years ago. But it's the ability to retain it and to use it, and I'm still doing well. But like, I think that, at 13 years old, I was as fun, that was like ready to take off out of all the ways I could, and now I'm an adult and I'm a little frustrated.
Yeah, we all feel that way. But what else do we know about IQ? What does IQ stand for? Intelligence quotient. Does that mean anything? The division of intelligence. Yeah. The IQ test has this really weird history. Essentially, nobody knows what it is, and nobody ever did. They made it up, and they sort of figured, yeah, this would be a useful test. And it doesn't. I mean, it's not supposed to change, right? Your IQ is supposed to be your IQ. The idea is it's supposed to be a fixed thing, but clearly it does. You can clearly study for it and get better at it. Because like any test, you can study for any test. This is pretty funny. My wife is a psychologist, and our kids were going to take an IQ test. So of course she got all the IQ tests and had her study up, and she did really well. It's like, and then they threw out all the scores, and they said, all these West Side parents all these kids got way high scores. That's just completely impossible. So, which is true. I mean, it shouldn't happen. Because we were clearly not the only ones who had our kids studying the IQ test that you can download off the internet. Yeah, it doesn't, I don't know. Different people have different stuff on this. My sense is that this IQ thing is kind of a myth that people created because they wanted there to be an IQ. And that we don't really have anything that says, I mean, clearly some people have real limitations, right? People all met people with you know, with special needs, and there's something different going on there. But it's not clear that there's something that makes somebody really smart, and that you can measure it in any meaningful way. Maybe you can. It's not at all clear the IQ test does it. It's definitely culturally specific. It's definitely something that can get trained for, and can, depending on how you grew up, you're more likely to do well on it than not. So it's not some biological measure of your brain power, which of course is what everybody assumes it is, right? And this is also something that's specific to America, I think. People in other countries don't focus on IQ very much at all, but we tend to really think that's super important. I don't know. Some of you are from other places. People talk about IQ and I don't know. When I'm talking to people, I get the impression that that's really an American thing. We really love to categorize people. There's another psychology term called the fundamental attribution error. Anybody take a psych class and know what that is? So fundamental attribution error is that we have a tendency when we learn about when somebody does some behavior, we have a tendency to attribute that to their personality or their IQ or something about them, as opposed to, they were having a bad day. Right? So somebody cuts you off in traffic. That guy's a jerk. Not, that guy wasn't looking. We don't ever say that. We say, that guy's a jerk. We tend to attribute things that we see in other people to them as a permanent trait of that person, as opposed to something more fleeting. And that's something that's really common, that we all tend to do this a lot, that we just sort of say, oh, that must be, I'm learning something about this person, and that I can predict their future behavior with this, even though probably can't. Anyway, so, and I think that part of goes with why we think we want to think that there's this IQ thing, that we can categorize people and say, oh, that person's really smart, or that person's really dumb, and then I can always listen to this person and never listen to this person. Unfortunately, the world is often not like that. Anyway, so there's lots of misconceptions about intelligence, and so you've probably heard about this stuff called grit and growth mindset. Have you guys come across this in some of your trainings and stuff like that? So this is kind of a big deal right now. Get kids away from thinking that intelligence is a fixed thing and that they're stuck, but that they can learn and everybody can succeed and everybody can grow if you're just persistent. That seems like the most important thing. I doubt there's much more research on that than there is for the IQ exam, but it sounds better. What?
Like just released like growth mindset videos. I didn't know what to do with them during advisory. We've been watching them and talking about a growth mindset.
Yeah, that's all the rage right now.
What are they're really funny.
What are the things called in class, Jojo?
They're calling them chapters. They meant for people who yeah. But they're like so cute. They're like the students even get little videos, and so I just use them as like starters for the last 5 weeks. And like there's a new video, they look at me like an insane person.
How many people have already watched this video? Because I don't want to make you watch it again. This. Yeah, that would be good to watch too.
I'm 27 years old. I left a very demanding job in management consulting for a job that was even more demanding, teaching. I like to teach 7th graders math in the New York City public schools. And like any teacher, I made quizzes and tests, I gave out homework assignments. When the work came back, I calculated grades. What struck me was that IQ was not the only difference between my best and my worst students. Some of my strongest performers did not have stratospheric IQ scores. Some of my smartest kids weren't doing so well. And that got me thinking, the kind of things you need to learn in 7th grade math, sure, they're hard. Ratios, decimals, the area of a parallelogram. But these concepts are not impossible. And I was firmly convinced that every one of my students could learn the material if they work hard and long enough. After several more years of teaching, I came to the conclusion that what we need in education is a much better understanding of students and learning from a motivational perspective, from a psychological perspective. In education, the one thing we know how to measure best is IQ. But what if doing well in school and in life depends on much more than your ability to learn quickly and easily? So I left the classroom and I went to graduate school to become a psychologist. I started studying kids and adults in all kinds of super challenging settings. And in every study, my question was, who is successful here and why? My research team and I went to West Point Military Academy. We tried to predict which cadets would stay in military training and which would drop out. We went to the National Spelling Bee and tried to predict which children would advance farthest in competition. We studied rookie teachers working in really tough neighborhoods, asking which teachers are still going to be here in teaching by the end of the school year. And of those, who will be the most effective at improving learning outcomes for their students? We partnered with private companies asking which of these salespeople is going to keep their jobs, and who's going to earn the most money. In all those very different contexts, one characteristic emerged as a significant predictor of success. And it wasn't social intelligence, it wasn't good looks, physical health, and it wasn't IQ. It was grit. Grit is passion and perseverance for very long-term goals. Grit is having stamina. Grit is sticking with your future, day in, day out, not just for the week, not just for the month, but for years, and working really hard to make that future a reality. Grit is living life like it's a marathon, not a sprint. A few years ago, I started studying grit in the Chicago public schools. I asked thousands of high school juniors to take grit questionnaires, and then waited around more than a year to see who would graduate. Turns out that grittier kids were significantly more likely to graduate, even when I matched them on every characteristic I could measure. Things like family income, standardized achievement test scores, even how safe kids felt when they were at school. So it's not just at West Point or the National Spelling Bee that grit matters, it's also in school, especially for kids at risk for dropping out. To me, the most shocking thing about grit is how little we know, how little science knows about building it. Every day, parents and teachers ask me, how do I build grit in kids? What do I do to teach kids a solid work ethic? How do I keep them motivated for the long run? The honest answer is, I don't know. What I do know is that talent doesn't make you great. Our data show very clearly that there are many talented individuals who simply do not follow through on their commitments. In fact, in our data, grit is usually unrelated or even inversely related to measures of talent. So far, the best idea I've heard about building grit in kids is something called growth mindset. This is an idea developed at Stanford University by Carol Dweck, and it is the belief that the ability to learn is not fixed, that it can change with your effort. Dr. Dweck has shown that when kids read and learn about the brain and how it changes and grows in response to challenge, they're much more likely to persevere when they fail, because they don't believe that failure is a permanent condition. So growth mindset is a great idea for building grit, but we need more. And that's where I'm going to end my remarks, because that's where we are. That's the work that stands before us. We need to take our best ideas, our strongest intuitions, and we need to test them. We need to measure whether we've been successful, and we have to be willing to fail, to be wrong, to start over again with lessons learned. In other words, we need to be gritty about getting our kids grittier. Thank you.
So you probably had. What is enough of that? Oh, sorry, I just just came up spur of the moment. If you look up grit TED Talk, you can.
We're doing grit campaigns. We're doing a grit campaign right now at our school here.
So what's that like?
So all the teachers, not actually all, some of the teachers made videos, I made a video, and we explained what grit was in our life, and now we're offering the chance to our students to make videos, and we're sharing them with the morning announcements. Like, kind of awesome that idea that we're like not superhumans, that we're all just humans, and like just all go through different challenges, and how we get to the other side of them.
Cool. Sounds good. And somebody else said that they were doing something with growth mindset at their school. Anyway, cool. Did you do that one? Is that one of them? Okay. Yeah, that one has obviously been watched a few times. But yeah, I mean, so this is sort of one of the new hot topics that people are going on now, and it certainly seems better for kids to be focused on this idea of grit than to talk about, I have a low IQ, all this stuff with the water and Michigan. They're like, it's going to drop all the kids' IQ scores. That's a terrible thing to say to a kid. That's not real. And there's no doubt it will, but that's not necessarily the way that you want people to think about it. But anyway, yeah. So we've got this issue with intelligence and trying to understand what does all that stuff mean. But as far as like the research, the IQ just doesn't seem all that relevant to when we talk about experts and novices, right? Yeah.
I'm just curious, because I can understand how you would measure, like, socioeconomic status in families. How do they measure grit in the students? Like, how do they assess that?
Yeah. They came up with some kind of questionnaire, and they may even have done a little test. Have you heard of what they call it, like the donut challenge? Oh, if a kid eats it now or later? Yeah. So you give, this is not related to grit, but it's related to delay of gratification. And so you say, I'll give you a donut now, or I'll give you two, or here's a donut. If you don't eat it, I'll give you another donut later. So you can have two donuts, but you have to wait, right? And they do these tests, and then some kids will eat the donut, some kids will wait and get the second donut. So they do things like that to measure that, and then I can imagine that they have some kind of grit test, something like that. Grit test, I don't know. Is there?
Historic justice between like putting the two things together. I just noticed like our kids are so empathetic. It's kind of amazing how much integrity and how much like they care for each other. And it's always from school, and I work only when from school. It's like even though I don't love charter schools and stuff, it's probably the only reason why I'm not looking for a new job next year, just because it's such a unique experience having kids so aware and like so in tune with each other, and it's like it leads to like making a greater like mind, body, and soul kind of way to experience education.
What school is that again?
Our Academy. We're hiring.
What's it called? Valor? Valor.
Kind of right starter school.
Yeah. They're trying to get each other.
No, guys, I don't think I can get anybody.
So,
you get that change.
I had some other point I was going to make. I lost it.
I couldn't believe that the person giving me all the games on TV on it. I was like,
Yeah.
and now I'm like, I can't imagine not teaching with that mindset.
Wow. That's cool. That's nice. I think it would be cool if we could get the parents some credit. So that they could actually get the kids to do their homework and not hunt A lot of parents, I don't know. That happens in like elementary school long before you get them. Getting parents to hold the line on getting homework done.
Homework every day? I say I don't have any. You think it's okay
That seems likely. Yeah, that'd be helpful. Cool. I think that's most of the stuff we wanted to talk about with expert novices. How about the chess example? Did you guys understand the example of the chess? Or, because that's kind of a critical one to understand the experts and novices here. Let's see, can I turn this on with any reasonable amount of time? So, if you have your book, I won't try to show it on the thing because it's not right. So, essentially what they did is they did a test of chess experts, right? So what was the test that they did? It was kind of like what we did with the tic-tac-toe boards, right?
So, if they're playing the game, they can memorize.
Now tell me the answer. Tell me what the test was. What was the test? Right, it was very similar. You had to look at the test board for a certain amount of time. You had to memorize the locations of pieces. Right?
Chapter 1.
Chapter 2.
Oh. What is supposed to be central? Yeah.
That's for this week. You're a week behind. Next week we're reading chapter 3. No worries. So anyway, when you get to that, so they did this study, and they had, experts and novices memorizing chessboards. And as you would expect, the experts were better at it. But then they discovered that there was a condition where the experts were not very much better than the novices. What was the difference? When were the experts better? When it was an actual game. When the board pieces were part of somebody actually playing chess as opposed to randomly placed on a chessboard. Why do you think that's different?
You can't jump it. You can't jump the random one. You can't jump the real game one. So the rook here and king here means something. But
it wasn't their game. They weren't the ones playing. Somebody else was playing.
Because chess teams are often involved on certain paths, particularly in games. And
yeah, there's certain configurations of pieces that are pretty common in chess games that maybe they're not identical, but they can recognize, oh, this is a castle or something like that, and you can chunk all these pieces, whereas that would never come up in a random chessboard. So it wasn't that the experts were just really good at memorizing chessboards. They were really good at recognizing the position of pieces relative to each other, right? Because they had this knowledge about chess. It wasn't their brains were different, it was specific to knowledge of chess. And that's the main point about the experts analysis, which is kind of like what we were saying for the other things. Anything else that we want to talk about with the experts analysis? Anything that struck you as unusual in that chapter? Chapter 2. This is in chapter 2, yeah. What about, there's a couple of other examples. They did one about the physics problems, right? What were the experts able to do with the physics problems? So they saw a problem that was like a block sliding down an inclined plane, and they figured out. Yeah, they had those core principles that they would use. What would the novices use when they look at a problem? What would the novices look for? Equations, probability, and really surface features, right? The novices would say, oh, this is about Witten blocks. The expert would say, this is about gravity and friction. Right, and the novices would focus on things like, it's at an angle or something like that. So the experts really knew what the key parts were because, of course, they solved lots of problems. So it's that same idea again, having this really robust set of knowledge that they can quickly realize what's important. whereas the novices are just kind of grasping and not able to. So what do we get from this? How does this? What's some recommendations for teaching? What do kids need to know? That they get how they connect, how to organize it. They need some organization, right? They need to be able to build up their knowledge structures around the right big ideas, right? Well, the new standards really fix that too. I mean, really, the science. Explain. The science standards have a strand, I guess, whatever. A piece of the science standards talks about the overall patterns, the ways of thinking that characterize what science do. I think they have their practices, they have their cross-cutting concepts, and I think the first one is recognition of that. And that's really trying to address this issue. So they're saying these are the things, these are the ways that experts are organizing information. Let's make that explicit part of the standards. Yeah, right. Maybe they have the math practices, the way mathematicians think. So understand it. Critique others, make viable arguments, see patterns and reasoning.
Something in general, like everything else you can Google. Like I don't care if you can memorize something. Like you're gonna be able to Google that, but you can't connect it. And we got a real life problem. Yeah, and that changes how kids think about the studies too. And in my opinion, it should change how teachers interact with kids that have access to Google. I.e., we can Google this. How can you validate what you just Googled? Yeah, not everything on the internet is true. Talk about it all the time. It's not controversial. This was the earth and the sun 19 million miles. Okay, we're done.
Well, what if it was?
What?
Let's say you've got the perfect internet thing that will give you the right answer every time. Super Siri. Wolfram Alpha. Yeah. So how would that change the way you teach?
Yeah, application.
And you've also got to understand what Siri tells you, right? Siri's going to tell you the answer, but what was it? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. 22, right? The answer is 22.
Oh, and the question? No, it gets back to that.
You've got to understand what the answer is, right? And if you don't have those expert-like structures, you're not necessarily going to understand what Siri tells you. Right? That's what it says. This website said this, and I'm passing that on to you. I don't need to understand it.
Oh, really? Magical one answer. I just care how I care the prompts that you're going through. They all find them crazy. I'm like,
So if people, let's say Kurt's teaching history, and you can find out any date on the internet. That's pretty much true, right? So what do you have to teach them? They can know everything. All they have to do is they can answer any question in history just by Google it.
doesn't understand content.
So they get. So you've got to get that context, you've got to get those core ideas, just like with the physics experts. You've got to get those fundamental ideas, so that way, when you look stuff up and when you do your research, you'll be able to figure out what that means. And put those answers into context and know what they mean. And that too. Yeah, absolutely.
Sort of. But the secular internet is just all kind of crap.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you differentiate?
Why is Wikipedia awesome?
Anybody can get it.
Exactly. And that's why it's awesome, because nobody trusts it. Right? Well, some people do. They shouldn't trust it. You shouldn't trust it. And you shouldn't trust anything on the internet. But, like, Wikipedia is like the only thing people don't trust. And it probably has the most correct information. That's right.
People of color and women on it because the majority majority of people who are contributors are still white men. I really wanted to go last year with the
Wikipedia party?
I wanted a Wikipedia party.
Oh,
I thought it was so weird, so like, we always do that.
do y'all know the story about how Wikipedia started? Is that a yes or no? So there's this guy, Jimmy Wales. He's the head guy behind Wikipedia. He made his money doing something or other. I forget what he made. He made millions of dollars, so he was really rich. And so he had this idea that he wanted to make the super encyclopedia, super series. And he was going to make it free because he wanted everybody in the world to have access to all the knowledge of the world. And so he hired all these smart people. He hired a bunch of professors and other people to write this encyclopedia. And so they were busy writing away, and he was paying them lots of money. And they had this thing called a wiki that some other people had invented. And he's like, well, just for a lark, let's put this wiki thing up and see what the unwashed masses can figure out. Meanwhile, the experts can never agree on what's going to be in this super encyclopedia, and the whole thing just basically collapsed because, it's sort of an impossible kind of thing. Meanwhile, the Wikipedia thing just took off, and all of a sudden, immediately, like within a few months, was bigger than Encarta, which was the biggest encyclopedia at the time. And now it's like some 100 times bigger than any other encyclopedia. Especially if you want to know, like, 80s rock music. But it's not even in what it says, but and of course, because of this idea that anybody could edit it, that people would write stuff on it, and other people would improve it, and it would get slightly better over time, and then you would get some people that had knowledge would contribute to it, and it got pretty good. I don't know. What do y'all think?
It's ridiculous. We can use research on it. Well, I can down here at Season when I think of the, I don't know, like Season College or something like that. He would go on to Wikipedia and week before we had a paper due and put all information. I just wonder, I'm going to do this. I will know if you use it. And then, like, people get caught using Wikipedia and citing it when they don't. Because you put down Wikipedia in your papers, and that was... Can you realize he's not that word?
He's totally right.
Could have detected his error. I'm looking at my sister. Yeah, and those students have no idea.
It's a good story. I'm not sure you should actually do it, but I can tell him to do that.
I put it on the movie or watching because,
Yeah, no, it's amazing the amount of stuff, the amount of time people put into that. So the science stuff, though, is too bad. I gotta say, I'm not really thrilled with the science things. They don't explain the science very well. It's not a good textbook for beginners. Like, half of it is super basic, and half of it is, like, PhD level. Sure. It's a mess. And novices. Yeah, there was, at some point, they were trying to figure out why the science pages were so bad. What was the issue with that? But, they can only get better, right? Alright, we're way off topic now, but, how do we feel about the experts analysis? We're okay on that? Sure. Cool. Any burning questions still? Alright, the next thing that we're going to do is chapter 3. And chapter 3 is about transfer. So learning and transfer. Maybe this is a good time to show that video. Can we hook into your device? And then, so I want to just show a video that talks about transfer, and then we're going to talk about our research projects, and research in general. Yeah, that was good. Cool. So it's gotta convert, it's gonna take a while.